And so now there's just a lot of traffic behind this, and he just keeps on going. And these motorcycles have not left since we've been out live.
No, they have been keeping up right with the horse for this entire time.
We'll see if he gets off here. There's an exit. He's slowing down. That horse got to be getting tired too.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, now, okay, now it's just kind of trotting. That horse is beat. I mean, that horse is not really running very, very fast now. He's going to try and get it going again.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and while I wasn't sure which channel to put this on, Midwestly, my more like politically orientated channel, which is linked in the description below, or the main. But I felt like because it has to do with Gofundme, and I've covered some Gofundme shenanigans before, that it would go here. Also, in defense of animals has been something that I've covered here on the main too. So here we go. This is a weird video because I almost feel like I'm asking Kickstarter to deplatform somebody, and I don't know if that's specifically what I want or if I even feel comfortable saying it. But I think by the end of this video, I will make a decision. I mean, personally, for me, GoFundMe has absolutely shown political bias in terms of who they allow to use their service to raise funds, which is pathetic. And they have also done great things. We used it to rebuild that Kenosha game store, to help the family after their home burned down, just us, you know. But this is a messed up story, and if it weren't for the GoFundMe part, it'd probably be on the other channel. But and given the topic, we know that YouTube, how they're going to treat this. So I'm pushing hard for 1 million subscribers by the end of the year. I'm only 500 away from 900,000 today. So if you'll allow me a little spot and a humble request to subscribe while you're watching this. It's me. I'm the sponsor. And all I want to do is remind you that I have a thriving Discord community I'd like you to join. I have a strong presence on Twitter Alternative Parlor. You can find me on Twitter, and you can join my subreddit. I'd love to see you on all 4 platforms. Links are in the description of this video. You can also support the channel by clicking that join button down below, becoming a member here on YouTube, or signing up at my Subscribe Star, which is also linked in the description below. Both forms of support go miles to support people like my wonderful editor, Sean. Or my wonderful thumbnail creator, Ben. You don't have to do these things or join these communities, but it would be neat if you did. Now let's get on with the video. The Dreadhead Cowboy speaks out after he gets charged for his Dan Ryan protest. The man known as Dreadhead Cowboy was surprised to be charged with being mean to, with the correct charge, we'll say. And he's considering carrying out more protests after riding his horse 7.5 miles on the Dan Ryan Expressway during rush hour earlier this week. Now, you might think that's the whole story, but it isn't the whole story. He is quoted now as saying, "Would I do it again? Yes, I'd do it again," he said, explaining why he carried out the protest in support of the Kids Lives Matter movement. He says, "I've been locked up. I have a background. I'm not perfect. That was something worth getting locked up for." Riding your horse to death, literally. Awesome way to protest. To give you just a few. He goes, the 33-year-old said Thursday he didn't mean to harm his horse and repeatedly referred to himself as an animal lover. No, I'm sorry, you are not. He claims that he loves horses, but even you don't have to be an equestrian to understand that running horses on concrete isn't good for them. They're supposed to have, they should wear special shoes. Most people choose not to run their horses like that. But unfortunately, that's not exactly what happened. What had happened, you could see here as I put out this tweet, Census Cowboy horse will be maybe need to be put down after 7-mile protest run. You might be thinking, well, that's bizarre. Well, here's a few of the great details from this great American hero who claims he's an animal lover. Now, remember, he himself has said he's an animal lover. Nunu, the name of the horse, collapsed at one point, but Hollingsworth whipped it to keep moving, DeBoni said. 2 veterinarians later examined the horse, said it suffered greatly, bled profusely, collapsed repeatedly, and was not correctly saddled and cushioned, and collapsed repeatedly during treatment. Hollingsworth posted a Facebook video on June 11th, said he was going to ride his horse until it dies. After the 7+ mile run, the animal's heart was racing twice its normal rate. Its eyes were so dilated they looked like cartoon eyes, he continued. Both veterinarians concluded that Nunu would have passed had medical attention not been given. The horse remains in critical condition. It will never be deemed suitable to ride again, and easing its passing for humane reasons will likely be needed because of the pain that animal is going to endure for the rest of its life. Fuck this dude. All right? Fuck him. I don't know what else to say. If this is what is even more disgusting. He has now raised $88,000 on GoFundMe. Now let's hear his story as in his own words, apparently. I was born and raised in the inner city of Chicago. I've never seen a live horse until 4 years ago, and I fell in love. Learning how to ride the horse gave me a sense of pride. I thought about all the kids in the inner city that had never seen a live horse before. I knew this would be something different and exciting for them. You fell in love with horses 4 years ago. You didn't know how to saddle it properly. You whipped it when it fell, and you ran it to its end. Now you're working on buying a vacant acre of land in Chicago to build a barn in the city. Well, an acre of land downtown Chicago, that should be about, I don't know, $5 million. Why don't you give it to the guy that, again, has no business being around animals? And look at this idiot, Elise Allen, $1,000 an hour ago. Are you joking? Like, you're joking, right? You ain't no cowboy, all right? You're an idiot. The barn will be a center for children. This is all a great idea, but it's a scam. You're giving this dude money, and what? To own Drumpf? Putting this guy in jail is ridiculous. What a waste and embarrassment of taxpayer dollars. You should have just given him a warning. Yeah, right. Give him a warning for impeding traffic, driving down the expressway, and running his animal until the ultimate, ruining that animal's life. What's left of it. Suffered greatly. For somebody who is such an animal lover, such a stunning and brave animal lover, it doesn't really track, does it? It's almost like this is just about bilking money. He didn't care about that horse. He said he'd do it again. Yes, I'd do it again. That horse died for you. You didn't care about that horse. Not one bit. You don't even understand the basics of riding a horse. Idiot. The people that don't know anything about horses from looking at the outside in, you would think that I was mean to the animal. But if you go to the racetrack, it's 100 times worse. Are you dense? Do you know how those horses at the racetrack are treated? Better than most humans. They aren't run, by the way, on concrete without the proper footing either. This guy should never be near another horse again. GoFundMe, in my opinion, should not be giving him $90,000 to do this again. And now he's been charged with it. So it's not like this is just me being outraged. This dude ended this horse's life, and people are giving him $90,000. Disgusting.